welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing a how can you help yourself, others, in the world this week video. Okay, so for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan, as well as a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let us get into my insight, right? So let me just how I'm interested. Are you guys interested in strengthening your intuition? And would you like me to go in depth in how? Because that is something that I have strengthened within myself, and I can share my knowledge, if you will. So let me know in the comments below, and it'll be my pleasure to respond. Okay, so that was it for my insight. Now, on to the reading, which, by the way, I will be dividing with the 9 orientations brought to us by Christopher Duncan. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let us get into the cards and concepts. Okay, so the first group of individuals I'll be divining for are my perfectionists, the individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. So, the way I will be dividing this, okay, is with, I'll be pulling 3 cards for my perfectionists. How they can help themselves, how they can help the others, and how they can help the world. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share. How they can help themselves, and you got manifest. I don't know if you saw it, but it fell. Manifest. How you can help yourself is by manifesting. And if you're not used to manifesting, start by trying to manifest a feeling. Try to manifest something simple, something you know that you can manifest. In my mind, it'd be manifest something that will put a smile on your face. And the easiest way to manifest that is to ask yourself the question, in this situation, what will make me happy, right? So that is how you can help yourself. Now, how can you help others? Yeah. You got look for something new. Look for something new. My perfectionists, look for a new way of helping others or assisting others, because clearly up to this point the way you've been doing it hasn't really worked. I say clearly, but I'm talking about myself, because I am a perfectionist in my interactions with others, and I did look for a new way of helping others, and I found it. I think I have a much better rate of conversation with others at this point. Okay, so now how can my perfectionists help the world? In a minute. And you got take into consideration. Take into consideration the world's perspectives. Take into consideration where they're at, what they want, what their perspective is, how can I say this? What their level of consciousness is, because there are multiple levels of consciousness, and when you know what theirs is, you will be better at but you'll know better how to interact with them, what information to give, how to give it, and and so on and so forth. Okay, so that was it for my perfectionists. So now on to my helpers, the individuals who intuitively know how to assist anyone in any given situation at any time and anywhere. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got a follower. It says, be patient and nurture. So pace yourself. I don't think the pace yourself, well, it might be, but I remember adding a so pace yourself last week to this card because of something because of the group of individuals I pulled this card for. It's probably my achievers, but who are trying to always do stuff, right? So my helpers, how you can help yourself is by being patient and nurturing yourself in any situation so that you can do the best that you can do, so that you can then help others, and so on and so forth. Okay, so now how can my helpers help others let go of, overlook? Let go of and overlook what they are doing or not doing in regards to what you would basically. Don't have expectations. Don't expect them to do what you want, except if you tell them. And the way that you tell them will definitely. Are you dealing with a teenager? So I'm sure if you monitor and you work on the way that you communicate with your teen, they will want to do it more. Well, they will want to do what you asked them to do more. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is because I felt like that might have been, someone might use that for malintent, with the wrong intentions, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep that in. I guess we'll see. Okay, so now how can my helpers help the world? You have standards. Have standards of how you allow the world to be helped. Like, I'm getting that you are, or how others are being helped. I feel like you're in a position of authority in wherever you work at, and I feel like you are at the head of HR, so have standards of what is allowed to, with what methodology you will allow your superiors to treat the workforce. Or or have standards in regards to what will be accepted or things of that nature, okay? So that is what I have for my helpers, alright? So now on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share. And you got confide in someone else. I feel like you've kept a secret for a long time, and it's time for you to spill the beans. Let them know what you got cooking, So now, how can my achievers help others? Too many. Okay. How you can help others is know that life is good to me. Wait a minute. And be optimistic. 90 and 91. Interesting. So how you can help others is by being optimistic and letting them know that life is good to you. And because you know that, that, it helps when you are being optimistic. And it's kind of like one helps the other, so it kind of all works out. So know that life is good to you. You know that life is good to you because you are optimistic. And you are optimistic because you know that life is good to you. I hope that makes sense. Alright. So now, how can my achievers help the world? How might they be able to help the world? And you got rewrite your story affirmation wise. Start telling yourself a different story. So is there something that you want to come in or are you stopping yourself from achieving something because of things that you tell yourself? Because I feel like whatever this is that you want to manifest and that you're telling yourself otherwise about is going to be, I feel like whatever this is going to exponentially magnify your abilities or your reach, if you will, making you seem more like magic or magical. I mean, you can paraphrase however you want, okay? So now on to my individualists. The individuals who intuitively know what to place in the center of attention, how long to keep it there, for what aim and what purpose. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got right. Journal is what I'm getting. So, journal journal about what it is you want to create. Okay. Now, now how can my individualists help others complete the cycle and start something new? Compartmentalize. My individualists, I feel like, so these are kind of two different things. Complete a cycle and start something new, as well as compartmentalize. Compartmentalizing will be very helpful in completing multiple projects or working on multiple projects within your day. Now, complete a cycle and start something new, it could be of anything. But this could be only concentrate on one thing for as long as it takes until you've done it, or compartmentalize it. So I'm going to give you an example. If your task that you're trying to complete is that of cleaning your house, you can do, or in my case, it's my apartment. You can complete that one action before starting a new action, which is you clean the entire house, the entire apartment, before starting doing something else, right? Now, compartmentalizing would be, okay, today I clean the kitchen, tomorrow I clean the bathroom, next day I clean the living room, and whatnot, right? So you separate the cleaning, you get it done, you just don't get it done in one shot, right? So that is how my individualists can help themselves. Is that where I'm at? I think I am. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, how can my individualists help the world flow with number 49, which breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to a 4. Flow with others, flow with the situation, flow with where you're being led to, flow with what you need to flow with to allow the situation to unfold well. Alright? So that is what I have for my individualists. So now on to my investigators. The individuals who intuitively know what to research, how long to research it, for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share. How can they help themselves this week? Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got ascend or help to ascend mentorship. So are you training new people in your laboratory? Is what I'm getting. Ascend or help to ascend. So are you helping people in your laboratory? Are you helping people on your research team? Are you helping people around you to be better at what they do? Or maybe that you'll be called into that in order to help others. Now, how can my investigators, these are 2, right? No, this was for how you can help yourself. Yep. How you can help yourself. So ascend or help to ascend mentorship was for how you can help yourself. Now, how can you help others? My gorgeous investigators. And you got bless their soul. Someone just sneezed. bless them. And, blessing people has more of an effect than you might think. And it comes back to you. So it's a double whammy. You're blessing them and that is blessing you, because if it's bad karma to want bad things for other people. Okay, so if you bless them, well, you'll get points for good behavior. I'm just saying, your karma will get better. That is what I mean. All right. So now, how can my investigators help the world? And you got head into something new. Head into something new. And head into new research is what I'm getting. So now on to my loyalists. The individuals who intuitively know what to be loyal to, how long to be loyal to it, for what aim and what purpose. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good, what is the message for my loyalists? Please come forward and share what they can do to help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got collaborate and co-create with, or recode. Recode. Alright, so my loyalists, what this means is that collaborate and co-create with the people you're loyal to, or if you have difficulty doing that, recode it in order to allow yourself to be better, to be a better colleague, is what I'm getting. Alright, so now how can my loyalists help others? Visualize the future you want and take aligned, inspired action to achieve what you visualize. So, whenever you visualize something, generally right after you'll get an intuitive hit, or or you'll get an idea. And so what this is saying is just act on that idea. Realize it. Make it happen. Okay? Now, how can my loyalists help the world? And you got take it one day at a time. Divine timing is at play here. So, my loyalists, the way you can help the world is by understanding that you have no control over the situation and just be taking it one day at a time and allowing the divine to align things for you. Okay? So now on to my enthusiasts, the individuals who intuitively know what to place in, what to be enthusiastic about, how to stay enthusiastic about it, and for what aim and what purpose. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, and you be appreciative. Be appreciative for what you currently have in your reality. Not just but what you have, but also what you can do. You've come a very long way. Just be mindful of that. Okay? So now, how can my enthusiasts help others? Be kind. Be kind. Be kind to them. Be kind to others. When trying to explain something to them. Now, how can my enthusiasts help the world? You got move forward. Move forward with your plans. moving forward with your plans of doing something. It could be anything, it could be whatever, but move forward with it. Okay? So that was it for my enthusiasts. So now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know how to keep things safe. From whom, for what aim, and what purpose. Okay, so please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share how they can help themselves. And you got confess. Confess so that you can lessen your load, lessen stuff on your shoulder, make you feel lighter, make you feel like you can do what you want, like you're not bound to anything. Alright, so that is how they can help, my protectors can help themselves. Now, how can my protectors help others? Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got trust in God, let go and let God, trust the process. I feel like you don't know now, but it is going to become clear to you how you can do so. Okay? So that is that. Now, how can my protectors help the world? Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable, and my protectors, let them know where you're at so that they can see that what you need to operate more of or more from. I hope that makes more sense. Okay, so that was it for my protectors. Alright, now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how can they help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got, know that everything will be fine, everything will work out in the end. My chameleons, everything will work out fine, and everything will work out in the end. So be fine with it. Just take it as it comes, like I said. I don't know if I said this in this video, but like I mentioned in a previous video, now how can my chameleons help others? Drink up, bask in. I wrote drink up because I was like, drink water, but then I was like, okay, maybe we'll drink up. That might have a alcoholic connotation, so I said bask in sunlight, which is what I was getting at. So how my chameleons can help others is not just by basking in soak up. Not just alcoholic. Soak up. Drink up, bask in, soak up. So it's not just basking in the sunlight or basking in your glory, or I don't know what all these things are, but also soak up the praise, soak up the positiveness of the situation. Now, how can my chameleons help the world? And you got leave it be. Leave it be. Let it go. It will. I feel like for this, I feel like these chameleons feel like they need to do something, but in reality, by doing something, you're actually going to hinder the progress of whatever it is you're trying to help or assist. So leave it be. I feel like you have a client or a mentee who is like taking time to assimilate the information you're trying to pass on to them, and you're like at wit's end. How am I going to do this? And this is what I had to do with my middle mentee. Middle because I have a couple of mentees now, and my middle, the one that I call my middle mentee, is the one who's like in her 20s, right, late 20s. That's my middle mentee. Now, at the beginning of us working together, she was like, I don't believe you, I don't understand how this is even possible, and yada yada yada. But I was like, and I was trying to explain to her, but she could not see it. And so I was like, okay, listen, we need to talk about something else, because clearly you're not grasping what needs to be, what I'm trying to convey. And I did let it go. I did leave it be. And a couple weeks or months later, she would be like, oh my God, Talar, I understand now what you meant, because I saw this in my life. And that, or while I was explaining something, she got a light bulb moment, and she's like, oh, I know what that is. Or, I understand now, because that's exactly what I experienced when I did it myself. Right? So that's how you can help others. Now, how can my chameleons help the world? And you got co-create with and collaborate. Recode. Interesting. Alright. So if you are trying to improve how you work with others, or how you work with the world, because you want to create the biggest change possible, this is just saying that one way of doing it is to co-create with the world and to collaborate with the world to create whatever it is you want. But if you seem to be having some difficulty co-creating and collaborating with the world because you're just being triggered, recode it so that you can better interact, or better react, or better assign, or better suggest to your client what to do next. Okay, because I feel like you're stuck in one way of doing it, and you can't get out of this one way of doing, and it's kind of annoying you. And so in that case, what I would suggest is that you recode it so that you can be better at doing whatever it is that this is that you want to complete, that you want to do with the people. Alright, so my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description on this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next Sunday, okay? Bye.